Hello, hello, hello. I'm actually making another video. The first one got a whole, I think 40, 50, 60 views maybe. I don't know, but I decided I'm gonna make another one. I actually did film a second video on Kino der Toten, I think was the map that I had picked. It didn't go well. I messed up the audio. You could barely hear what I was saying. Quite unfortunate. I liked what I talked about in the video, but you know, it was about like social media and how I kind of didn't like it. Maybe I'll remake the video again. We can see what people want. This time I picked town just because we did Bus Depot last time, so let's just do town. What is there to hate about this map? It's was the best launch map between Bus Depot, Transit, Farm, Nuketown. This was the best map up until Mob of the Dead probably, and that's, I mean, not really saying much to be fair, but it was pretty good. Um, so today I just felt like chatting about like playing games by yourself. Low key way better than playing them with people. That might sound crazy, and it's like just play a game and enjoy it the way that you want. Online games have always been a thing for the past, I don't know, 20 years probably. Back in the early mid 2000s, it was, people would play Halo or whatever. And it's like nowadays everything is like first person shooter, battle royale, extraction shooter. Me personally, I like playing these games by myself a whole lot more than like I'd rather play a single player co-op game where it's all on me compared to like an online shooter where I have to sit there and hope that everyone else plays the objective. Call of Duty, I don't think I've played a Call of Duty since like, I don't know, 2019, where someone actually played the objective and didn't just go for kills. And I mean, I think that the main reason that happens is because of streamers making it super popular to just go for, high kill, 200 kill matches or whatever. We got garbage, okay? I mean, that's always been a thing, phase with the trick shots back in the, late 2000s, early 2010s, I guess. That was decently big back then. Um, ooh, I just hit a trick shot off Raid, or the phase adapt, ooh, we never faked a trick shot, or I don't know which one it was. I don't watch phase, but and it's just like multiplayer games. They're not fun when you play them by yourself, which obviously that makes sense. It's a multiplayer game. You're not gonna have fun by yourself. But even when you are with people, that was awful voice crack. Even when you are with people, they're just like not interesting. Like to me, is running through the same map that you've been playing for 13 years any interesting to you at all? Because to me, I just realized I traded out the wrong gun. To me, it isn't interesting to, ooh, I'm playing Hijacked for the fourth time, or a Nuketown for, let's see, we're on Black Ops 7's coming out soon, so at least 7 times, or, yeah, at least 7 times now. It's not interesting. Like, ooh, I just ran at the same blue house, or it's like that or blue or yellow house that I've always ran through, and to me, it's just like, what's the fun in that? Single player games, yes, you might not like every single player. Like, you don't have to like every single player game. That's funny, you said the word twice. But, because, like, for me, I'll just use an example. The Last of Us, I don't really like The Last of Us all that much. It's just, it's just a mid. I wouldn't say mid, because I know that there's people that like it. I don't like the game personally. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like every game. I don't like God of War. I don't like Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm just using PlayStation examples because that's what I've mostly played on my whole life is PlayStation. I mean, I'll pick some good ones. Bloodborne, one of my favorite games of all time. Days of Gone was really great. Detroit Become Human was pretty good. Like, there's good single player games out there, and people will tell you the same three games. Red Dead Redemption 2 is great. I love Red Dead Redemption 2, but I know that game is not for everyone. It's pretty obvious it's not for everyone. Some people don't want to sit through sitting on a horse, which I mean, I think your attention span is fried if you can't do that. But, who am I to say what game you can enjoy and not enjoy? But to me, I'd rather pick a single player game over something like Marvel Rivals or Delta Force or, anything of that sort. I'd much rather pick a single player game over that, because at least with a single player game, it's just for you to chill. Ain't nothing fun about sitting there running, the same 3-lane map that Call of Duty's always done. Or right now, you know, Battlefield just recently came out. I see all these streamers complaining about Battlefield 6. And it's just like, I thought everyone liked this game. That's what everyone was talking about. Battlefield 6 is going to kill COD this year. I haven't really liked COD. I didn't even play Black Ops 6. I got it free on Xbox Game Pass. I still didn't play it. I think I played the first map, the Zetsubo copy, and that map wasn't actually bad. I'm not gonna lie, that map wasn't terrible. And then I played the Warzone map, Liberty Falls. I remember that one because everyone was clowning it. Yeah, that map kind of sucked. I can't believe that people play that, but I assume it's for the camos, nothing more. I don't think people actually play the map for the map. They just play it so they can get camos or whatever. Which, that's the other thing. Now everyone's just grinding for all these rewards, and it's like, ooh, I have the better camo than you. Which, yeah, I guess that's also been a thing since Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. But it's like, you know, back then it was kind of like, ooh, you know, you have the gold camo, you play this game all day, you don't go outside. And now it's like, there's 6 different mastery camos. I heard, I don't know if it's true, that Black Ops 7 has a campaign mastery camo. Who's going to be farming kills in campaign? Genuinely curious. Who is interested in that? Because I know it's not me. Ooh. I like aiming, though. I'm going to keep the single pistol just because I want to aim. And I don't know. I play a lot of zombies on this channel, obviously. I like the older zombies a whole lot more than I like the new. I don't even like Black Ops 3 all that much. Black Ops 3 is just okay. I'll play it. I don't have it on PC yet. When it goes on sale, I'll eventually get it. And obviously play that, I guess. But like recently, I've been on a World at War binge. I've just been playing World at War. Going for high rounds. I was playing Verrückt earlier today with a friend of mine. It was pretty cool, actually. It was like, we survived until round like 20 something, which if you know World at War and especially Verrückt, that's somewhat of an achievement on a map like that. That's not something that you can just do on an average day. That's decently hard, 25, 30. Like that's not something that you plug in the disc for the first time and hit round 50 like you can on a new COD. Yeah, and then it's just like, I know I rant a lot in these videos. I'm not really. It's weird speaking to a TV screen instead of like anything actually. Like it's not like you're talking to someone that's replying to you. You just have to kind of assume what they're thinking in their mind right now. So I'm sure you're probably confused a lot, but it's whatever. That's how this goes. I think people make thousands of dollars a day doing this. So there's gotta be a method to it somehow. But yeah, it's like. You're allowed, like, I'm not saying don't play multiplayer games. You can play as many multiplayer games as you want. But I'll see people complain about how gaming is dead. And then you'll look at, like, their Xbox, like, most recently played or whatever. And you'll see, like, FIFA, Fortnite, 2K. Like, it's just, you don't want to play new games. And then you wonder why gaming's not fun. Maybe it's time for you to try new games. That's how I felt a couple years ago. The only game I was playing was Rainbow Six Siege. That's really sad. Who wants to play Rainbow Six Siege all day? That's something sad. You don't want to play Rainbow Six Siege all day. I want it, but there's too many zombies chasing me to grab it. And it's just like, that was me. And then, believe it or not, I got hooked to a single player game, Elden Ring. People don't like the game because, they say it's too hard or it's too confusing or whatever, which... I don't know, Souls-likes aren't even that hard if you can read and put 2 and 2 together like most normal people should be able to. They're not that hard. You don't have to search up a guide. That's the other thing. Searching up a guide is really weird to me. Just play the game how you want. If something isn't working, go explore, go find something else. And then it's just like you see everyone with Radon armor and Bloodhound's Fang. And it's like, I mean, you can play the game how you want. I'm not going to tell you how to play the game. But then they say that it was too easy after they used everything to make the game super easy. And then they complain like they didn't make the game easy for themselves. Like, I just don't get, like, obviously people are never, like, there's always going to be people you just can't make happy or whatever. And to me, it's just crazy. Like, play the game how you want. And, but then if you complain because you did something to the game yourself that was completely in your control, you can't be mad about it. Like, that's just the way I see it. And, that's just a single player. Like, that's not just a single player thing. You see people complain that the game is too easy, and then, they're using the best gun in the game. Or you complain that games are too sweaty, and then these dudes will do 16 slide cancels, and then be like, why are my lobbies so sweaty? I don't know. And, you know, I was using Battlefield and Call of Duty as an example. You can do that with a lot of games. Every game has people that like to, you know, sweat or whatever, take it super crazy, which if you want to, go ahead. But I don't know. It's just kind of weird how people complain about games and all of that. And it's like, you did this to yourself. You can go play new games. I see, like, there's people that'll sit there and complain, I don't know what game I want to play, and they have 400 games in their library. And then it's just like, well, how about you play that game? No, I don't want to. How about you play that game instead? No, I don't want to. How about you play this really good game that all of us like? I don't like that game, but you didn't try it. I did try it. And it's like, well, I mean, if you just sat there and watched a video on it, a tutorial on how to play the game, of course you're not going to like the game because you didn't get to actually experience it yourself. It was merely just a, ooh, that's what the video said to do. That's what I'm going to do. And it's just like, I don't know. Experience the game for yourself. That's the way I see it. Ooh, this is rough right here. But it's like, I don't know. People make the game bad for themselves and then wonder why it's not fun. Maybe you know, don't ruin the game for yourself. Maybe just play it by yourself and have fun like this. Like Black Ops 2, I picked Town. Town's a really good example of this, actually. Funny enough, because we're playing it. You know, it's a simple map that you don't really have to, like, take crazy. It's not like Origins where you're doing 15 side quests at once. I was trying to film a Origins video kind of recently. I died on round 5 like 3 times because I can't multitask building all 4 staves. 'Cause I was trying to build all the staves and upgrade them. You know, I can't focus on all 4 staves, which I'm pretty sure I was able to build all the staves but fire in all those, like, matches I played or whatever. But it's like you can't upgrade them and keep everything in order on a decent round without just, like, you need to use your whole brain. Which, if you can talk and think and do that all at the same time, bravo for you, because that's not something, I'm not exactly the greatest at Origins. Origins isn't my forte exactly. I love the map, but it's not my greatest map, I'll say that much. I remember I did a match a couple weeks ago. I hit round like 40 on Origins. I was like, that's crazy. Made it pretty far. You know, that was with, I think I only upgraded the ice staff and the fire staff or the lightning. I upgraded all of them but wind, actually, now that I think about it. And it's just like, hey, it was cool. You know, you can play games with people and have fun, but sometimes you just want to play it by yourself. Like, I was playing The Forest, the original Forest, not the new one on Steam, but the original one. And I was playing it on PlayStation, and it's like, yeah, this is a game you're supposed to play with people, but it's fun by myself. I enjoyed it. Ooh, RPD, I'll take that. And it's like, you know, I guess the game was made with co-op in mind, but you're able to enjoy the game by yourself. Another one, Elden Ring Night Rain, that game is built around people, and I like that they made the solo part of the game actually enjoyable to play. I don't remember if they had it like that in the beginning, but I'm pretty sure the scaling was messed up at the beginning, so you couldn't play. Oh, I'm dead. Ooh, this is gonna be a rough one right here. I remember the scaling was messed up, so it was really hard to win on solo. But now that game's one of my favorite games right now. Like, if I had to pick a game of the year, it'd be Elden Ring Night Rain. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm a FromSoft glazer. But me personally, I don't know. I just liked the game a whole lot more. I'll make a whole video on FromSoft and how I think about their games because, believe it or not, I have some crazy opinions about FromSoft games. My craziest being Dark Souls 3 wasn't all that good. I'm not a Dark Souls 2 sympathizer though. You don't gotta worry about that. The game is definitely the worst of the 3, but I think that it's not that much below Dark Souls 3 because I don't really like either of them. I'll go into a whole video on the bosses and why I don't like Dark Souls 3. But, you know, we'll just see how it goes, I guess. So, yeah. This zombies gameplay, I don't know. I was thinking about doing different gameplay. I actually have some gameplay of Elden Ring, Night Rain, and the normal Elden Ring. I have a couple hours of footage that I just kind of grabbed, and I didn't talk over it. So if I decide I want to make... I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I made a couple hours of footage just to see maybe if I want to make videos in the future where I just kind of talk over already made footage. But I don't know if that has the same kind of like nostalgic like 2015 feel. Like, I know that voiceovers were a thing back then, but it was like, was everyone doing a voiceover? No, there was a lot of people that would just play the game while they speak. and do challenges and all of that. Which, yeah, I guess I'll do challenges one day when it gets to that point. But for me, and they give me the SMR. Okay. I might keep this weapon just to troll. I'm not going to pick up any more perks. Because, I mean, I got stuff to do later. I don't really want to be on the game the whole time. But it's just kind of like, you know, it's just a, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I know I've gone off track. I went from, you know, saying that single player games are better than multiplayer games to a Battlefield 6 streamer complaint to talking about why I don't like zombies to talking about Elden Ring, and now I'm back to just chatting about the sake of talking. It's quite funny indeed, but I don't know. I just felt like making another video. It could have been a couple weeks, and I had, you know, tried to make one on Key Under Toe, and I was doing the fire trap strategy in the video, and it didn't exactly go well. I did not complete my objective as I would have wished. I'm dead. Yep, this is the end. Well, oh well. I got everything I wanted to say out. I just wanted to kind of say that, like, you know, people just ruin games or whatever. They can, you know, ruin it for themselves. But if you're not enjoying games, just go play a single player game. If you don't like it, maybe switch a different one. Maybe it wasn't your type. But you can enjoy whatever you want. Just play the games you like and just see what happens, man. That's all I gotta say. I'm out of here. I'll make another video eventually. So yeah, welcome to the end of the video. I'm so stupid.